Morning. Pretty early. It's about 5:15 in the morning. It's Ben Nevis' second attempt. Had a bit of rain in the night. It's raining now. It's a very light drizzle, so fingers crossed we'll have the weather conditions and the low winds needed to for a realistic chance of the summit. Okay, I'll see you back in the tent in a bit. Wow.
If you'd like to watch the previous attempted climb on Ben Nevis, click the link above. Otherwise, enjoy.
Ben Nevis attempt number 2. I'm at the North Face car park, so what time do you make it, Sky?
6:28.
6:28. So yeah, we'll hike in into the quarry and then take it from there. The plan is I hope to do the CMD Arete, so the classic route up. But if we don't feel it for whatever reason, then we'll do the pony track, and obviously contour around the bend. So okay, I'll catch you up in a minute. See you in a bit.
After our previous failed attempt at the Ben, the whole party was really excited to have the opportunity and the weather window for a second go.
Oh yeah, 239 metres. Hang on, it's better. And pulling up towards the stile where the paths converge from the route from the distillery we took the other day, or the one from the North Face car park, and then we cross the stile and head up into the quarry. So see you in a bit. Oh yeah, 306 metres now, and we're heading into the quarry. North face of the Ben is ahead, and Carn Mor Dearg and its sister peaks to my left. Everybody's okay, mood is up, so all good. I'll catch you in a bit.
So as we climbed and night turned to day, we spied the daunting north face of the Ben, and it was a truly magnificent sight.
I don't think you need your tent now.
Something felt good today. The weather was with us, the Ben looked magnificent, and the mood of the party was good.
What's that? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. A major mint nearly falls in. Oh yeah, thought I'd check in. We're just passing the 530 metre contour, which is as high as we got on the last attempt of the Ben. The CIC hut, you know, the mountain refuge, is ahead of us. I still can't make it out now. It's obviously well hidden or well camouflaged, one or the other. I'll spin round and let you see what I can see. Okay, here we go. Obviously behind me there is Carn Mor Dearg, the great red peak. There's the guys, Sky and John there, making good pace. And obviously there's the north face of the Ben. northeast buttress there, and obviously there's the base of the ridge lines, and then there we go, down the corrie, down towards the Great Glen. Wow, fantastic.
By this point, the failure of the first attempt kind of seemed a little bit like a trial run. The bend seemed more familiar somehow, less foreboding. It was kind of meant to be, I think, and I wouldn't have had it any other way.
Oh yeah. Okay then, so we're coming on the CRC hut now, Scottish Mountaineering Club Mountain Refuge. It's just a couple of hundred metres, probably not even that ahead. Yeah, perhaps a couple of hundred. And we're going down for a little bit of a snack, I think. Maybe a flapjack or something. A little bit of hydration, and then it'll be the long pull then up Carn Mor Dearg up to my left. I'll spin round so you can see. Obviously there's the north face of the ben, and that's kind of where we've got to scramble up really. It's going to be a long pull up there to climb. Well, it's a 4,000 foot peak, so it's going to be a bit of a struggle, but once we make the ridge line, then obviously it's the Arete, and then obviously the scramble up the shoulder of the bed itself. So all good, all going well. Okay, catch you in a bit. Oh yeah, here we are at the CRC hut, built in memory of Charles Inglis Clark, who was a soldier of the First World War. He died in Mesopotamia. Fitting tribute, I think. Owned and operated by the Scottish Mountaineering Club. It's the nearest thing we've got to proper alpine mountain refuge. Really, really cool. North face of the bend behind, of course. And our next destination, or spin round, is we're going to make this ascent up to the ridge line to summit Carn Mor Dearg, and also then we're going to do the Arete then up to the bend. Okay, catch you in a bit.
As we climbed above the CIC hut, the weather seemed to change a little. It started to rain, light at first, but then increasingly persistent. We had to pick our way across a pretty tricky boulder field, looking for a suitable place to cross the burn that separated us from the slopes of Carn Mor Dearg.
Yeah, this ain't so bad, is it? It's a nice mix. You're not wrong.
The views of Ben Nevis across the corrie on the slopes of Carn Mor Dearg are really stupendous. Ben Nevis is vast. It's a big mountain, and really is something to behold. As we inched away up Carn Mor Dearg, we all thought this would probably be the hardest part of the climb. Little did we know what was to lay ahead an hour or so later.
Oh yeah, wow. It's a steep old climb, Carn Mor Dearg, I tell you. It's sort of an open boulder field. Obviously the rock is quite wet. But a tussock grass, cotton grass. We're making good progress, but you've got to be a bit careful. You know, some of this is quite slippery, some of it's quite loose as well, particularly where the boulders are small. But you know, we're pretty good. We're about 9 something now. Let's have a quick look. 1,002 meters. Wow. Over a kilometre in the air. That's amazing, isn't it? There's a northeast buttress behind me. Rest of the north face of the Ben. And there's all the way down there, kilometre below us, is Fort William. But yeah, all going good. Don's up there having a bite to eat. He's about 60 metres above the sky. I'll spin round. Won't be able to spot them. Where are they? Now there's Sky there, and John is up by that little rock pinnacle there. So cool. Okay, I've had me breathing a little chat. See you in a little bit. Oh yeah, 1085 metres, which is the same height as Mount Snowdon in Snowdonia, Wales. So higher than any mountain now outside of Scotland. So fair way to go yet. The Ben looking very moody up there in the mist. So catch you in a bit.
As we approached the summit of Carn Mor Dearg at 4,000 feet, the winds picked up markedly and it started to snow. So we all knew that we had to push on and make that Arete crossing and to get onto the shoulder of Ben Nevis if we were going to summit today.
Yeah, 1,184. So yeah, too far away. Carn Mor Dearg now. That's the Arete.
So as we inched away across the Arete, it was wet and increasingly icy. And from this perspective, Carn Mor Dearg, the mountain we just summited. Looks really big and magnificent. The winds on the Arete were a stiff 20 mile an hour, maybe gusting to 25, but at least they weren't the 50 mile an hour gusts and 40 mile an hour sustained winds we'd encountered on our previous climb.
Wow, CMD Arete negotiated. Wow, excellent. Wow. What did you think of it, Sky?
I'm cold.
Oh dear, yeah, so am I. The longer we stand, the colder we'll get, I guess.
Yeah, so
Let's go then. There's the cairn that marks the end or the start, depending on your direction. And we'll spin round. We're going to go up the shoulder of the bend now, 200 metres or thereabouts to the summit. So catch you in a bit.
The boulder-strewn shoulder of Ben Nevis is no joke. It's steep and slippery in the best of conditions, and in snow and ice, care has to be taken.
Another 50, 60 metres to go.
it's so.
The snow's coming down in earnest. This scramble is pretty much, again, it's something you don't often see. Bit of an epic scramble, particularly in wet and snowy conditions. So, yeah, watch out for that one. Oh, well. Catch you in a bit.
To approach the summit of Ben Nevis, King of the Hills, Scotland and the UK's highest mountain, in snow was a privilege, and as I said earlier, I wouldn't have had it any other way. Truly fantastic experience. At this point in the climb, we were on the highest ground in any direction for 459 miles. Epic.
There you go. Summit's in their grasp. That's 10, 12 metres. There it is, the summit, we've made it. My goodness. Excellent. There's the bothy, the cairn. There's a war memorial up here somewhere. Let's get up there.
As you can probably tell by my demeanour, I felt on top of the world at this point. Really epic climb. Fantastic.
Wow, we summited. There weren't many up there. 3 Scotch lads, one wearing a kilt. That's the way to do it, isn't it? Eh? Fair play to it. A couple of other climbers, and that was pretty much it. I mean, as far as Ben Nevis is concerned, we had it pretty much to ourselves, really. quite a lot of snow on the top. Starting to disperse now as you drop down below 4,000 feet, but all good. But tough climb, long climb, that's the thing. But the ridge was again sketchy at times, but not as probably exposed. It's not an absolute knife edge area yet, a bit like Striding Edge on Helvellyn, but a lot longer. Kind of everything's on steroids on Ben Nevis, and everything's bigger, higher, longer. That's kind of what you got on Ben Nevis. But epic climb, totally enjoyed it. Guys done well. Sky, John, as always. I'll spin around. There they are, look, making their way down now. Excellent. Okay, then I'll catch up with you a little bit later, a little bit further down. Take care.
Buoyed up and our hearts warmed by our summit success, we made our way down the pony track, steadily at first across the snow and ice of the summit plateau, and then at an ever quickening pace as we dropped below 4,000 feet.
Oh yeah. Okay then, just 200 metres above Halfway Lock. I'll put up what the actual proper name is. Obviously, it isn't called Halfway Lock, is it? But it's known as that by the climbing, walking fraternity. And then we're going to head in the direction of the CIC around the other side of the mountain refuge hut, and then obviously drop down and then back into the corrie to rejoin the path to North Face car park. So yeah, so we've got about another 600 metres of descent to go yet, but all is good. Everybody's in good fettle, a bit damp, but has to be expected really with the cold, wet, snowy conditions. But it's been an epic climb. I really enjoyed it. As I said, it's first time was abandoned due to high winds. But this time we did have the weather window really. It was beautiful conditions for climbing. The weather did turn for the worse as we summited Carn Mor Dearg. The actual Arete was a bit sketchy because of the winds, but they weren't too bad. They weren't 50 mile an hour as they were the other day. They were probably down to about 15 or 20. So, we sort of made the ridge crossing, and then the big scramble up to up the shoulder of the bend, the 200 metres. That's a good old pull up there as well. It's a good old scramble that up to the summit plateau. So yeah, great. So it's all gone well really. So hopefully now get back before sundown. So what I'll do is I'll catch up with you a little bit later and sign off. So see you in a bit.
Rain once more returned as we contoured round the western flanks of the Ben. We were wet, but we were happy. We'd summited the Ben. With the tricky crossing of the burn complete, nothing stood in our way now. Just a 4-mile hike down the mountainside. We all felt fantastic.
Oh yeah, we've done a contour around the bend, back in the corrie now. 200 metres or something down from the CRC hut. We're about 480 metres now. I was heading down towards the distillery stroke North Face car park. That's what we're going to park today. So I'll end the video there because we're going to lose the light very, very shortly. Sundown has just happened, so we've got about maybe 20 minutes grace before we have to don headlamps. But wow, what an epic ascent of the Ben Nevis. Wow, certainly a favourite of mine now. You know, a real mountain. No sour buts about that. But really enjoyed it. Good climb, good hiking. You know, a bit of snow work on the summit. Yeah, it all adds to the flavour, doesn't it? But yeah. Okay then. Well, thanks for watching. Enjoy it as much as we have. Big shout out to John and Sky for accompanying me again on this epic day climb from Nevis. And look forward to seeing you very, very soon in the next one. So take care. Bye for now.
So as day transitioned into night, he said goodbye to Ben Nevis and thanked the mountain gods for allowing us to summit this day. See you soon, Ben Nevis.